force, I know it's hard to remember. All 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall now.
Hello and welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged. I am Richie, and coming straight back from Halifax, it is Tupper.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Tupper here. After a vacation that wasn't much of a vacation, because when your vacations include 8-year-olds, there is no rest. None. Up so early.
When they include a 5-year-old, a 13 and a 15-year-old, there's no rest either.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you are a person and it's summertime, yay summer. If you're out and you're doing vacation stuff and you have children, I'd say of any age under 17, not really a vacation, is it?
Yeah.
Like you're just constantly trying to keep them from killing themselves or the whole family. In various degrees. So yeah, it's fun.
That's why some families have pools, because when they get sick of it, they can just drown each other. So.
Wow, that got dark real fast. Hasn't even been 2 minutes. We're always talking about accidental pool drownings. Welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Get that ding sound. Ding, ding, ding. We got a lot of stuff to talk about this week, Richie. We have so much stuff to talk about this week. I go away for 7 to 8 days, and a ton of shit happened.
Yeah, a bunch of coming soon stuff. Just before Tupper left, I got a bunch of new shit. I also got some new shit yesterday that I didn't even... we're not even featuring in this episode because we don't have enough time for this episode, but I'll show you at the end what we're going to talk about next week.
It's such new shit that it's newer than we thought shit.
Yeah. So
it's going to be newer shit that Richie got this week that he was shocked to get because it was supposed to come out like a month from now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not making a title card for that. That's way too much. That's so messy. What's the acronym going to be for that? It's going to be like 26 letters long. That's just not going to work. It's just not going to work.
All right.
Yeah, sure way, yeah.
Let's jump right in.
Coming soon to our merch shop.
Coming soon.
Oh, it's that jaunty coming soon sound. That jaunty, extra long, coming soon music that you all love. Beauty.
All right.
Beauty. I baked a whole cake during that theme song.
I noticed something. My screen went away on my thing. Okay, there we go. I noticed something as the theme song was going that later on, when we get to some screens, I'll have to remember to add our microphones to it because there's some screens that I didn't, because I had to add extra new scenes on my Streamlabs software because there were so many pictures to feature. But
oh my God, I am terrified about the results.
So first up,
terrified.
We saw some images a little while ago. These at a PowerPoint presentation, so to speak, was the image we got it from. But now we've got to look at the Deathstroke, Metron, Mirror Master, and Beast Boy. I'm going to go through each of them as we go through. This is a classic Deathstroke look.
Classic. This is super classic, 70s, right out of the Judas Contract. He's Teen Titans look.
He's got a holster there, so I'm assuming he's going to have some weapons, accessories that he comes with. Looks like there's one in the holster in that image. It's hard to tell because they have a black background in the image. They really should have used something else. A mistake that I've learned recently when taking photos, I've added a white piece of paper so I can differentiate between some things when I take it. But yeah, very classic Deathstroke look. I'm probably going to get this.
On the fence, Richie. I'm on the fence, and I know I say that a lot, but I do have an older Deathstroke that matches this, and I'm like, do I upgrade to the McFarlane version? Because I have an upgraded Deathstroke or a Deadshot coming, thanks to you. Nice job, buddy. Mm-hmm. Do I want to do the same here? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe is the answer. Is there going to be a chase of this? What will that chase look like? that's going to determine whether or not I'm on board with this.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's
right.
a good
there,
point.
buddy.
That's a good
Right
point.
there, buddy.
I am kind
Because it
of.
would be nice.
I am kind of iffy in some regards because as much as I do like the classic look, some of the modern looks are a lot better. To be honest. Sorry,
Agreed.
sorry,
Still
classic.
kicking myself. Still kicking myself that I didn't pick up that Deathstroke from Arkham Origins.
Yeah, that one's
and
really
I
nice.
Loved that design. Anyway, Metron though.
Yes, Metron I will be getting. Metron's a character you haven't heard a lot about in recent years, but he basically, anything that has to do with time travel or time and space, he's involved in generally at one point.
He's not a doctor, but he acts like one.
He sits on the Mobius chair, which grants him access to basically all of the knowledge, which Batman once sat on and became a god temporarily. He said, because he sat on it, and he's like, "I am a god now."
All right. This is a toy podcast.
Anyways.
This isn't a nerd podcast, Richie. Jesus Christ.
Mirror.
I love that just because I love figures that come with chairs.
Yeah. There's for $10 at the GameStop, they have the Lex Luthor power suit in the Darkseid chair. I might go back and grab that just because it's cool.
Lux, you can't go wrong.
Mirror Master. I'm on a roll with my Flash rogues right now, and Flash characters to begin with. So Mirror Master will be one that will be on my list. He is one of my favorite rogues out of the gang.
I saw this and knew that you would be getting it immediately.
Yeah. Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not for me, but it's pretty cool, and I know you're gonna have it.
Yeah,
so.
I like the guns, and it'll work out really well. The Beast Boy, I thought it was something that I was gonna get, but the Beast Boy that I picked up recently, I like much better. And while I do like the rat and the snake accessories and the pizza, I don't know. This one's just not speaking to me.
I'm with you. It's very meh.
Yeah.
Like it's very meh. I think it's the kind of thing if you don't have the Beast Boy that you got and you're looking to get that would be the only reason to get this one.
Yeah.
But it's just like, okay. Again, like a small snake.
Yeah. However, if I do see it for $10 in a discount bin, I'll grab it just for the extra accessories. But
the real question is, Richie, is there a $10 action figure that you would not pick up that is so shitty that you would be like, no, I will not get it? Because $10 is a great price.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have to be a pretty terrible action figure. There's no G.I. Joes. There's no G.I. Joes that have ever been released where if it was $10, I would be like, I don't think so. Like, it's $10. Yeah. Like, it's worth it for the accessories alone at that price point, really. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there are some McFarlane stuff, especially movie figures, where you're like, but I would say 85 to 90% of their line at that price point, still a winner.
Yeah.
Still a
winner.
Winner.
Chicken dinner. What was I going to do? Flip over to the next thing, which is boom. The Knight's End Azrael and the Batwing 2.0 suit. Taking a quick look first at the Night End. Is this one that you want, Tupper? Do you care about the Knight's End suit at all?
This is exactly the same as the Azrael Batman I just got and took photos of in a previous episode.
Yeah, and just different colors.
It's the same. It's just different colors. This matches up with the original Azrael figure in the Knight's End line from the 90s. So this is just a shot-for-shot color redo. It is nice if you don't have what I just have, or if you like this color scheme more. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
It's a great figure. I covered it here. It's really great. If you didn't get blue and you prefer this is a winner for you. I do not need a repaint. Yeah. But I'm glad it exists. Good job. Good throwback to the 90s. This one though, I love armored Batman figures, and this is pretty cool. I think this is definitely one I'm gonna want. Yes, this one, Richie. This is the one. This is the one that Adam is going to want. This is a Tupper must get. Love armored figures.
And
look at how great it looks.
And you love masked
nice.
bat figures. It's not Batman, it's Batwing. I believe this is it's not the first Fox that went into it. It's the brother went into this version of the suit. I can't remember Lucius Fox's sons' names at the moment, but
neither can I. But it is his son, and this is an armored Batman figure, and it looks cool. There are some armored Batman figures that I'm like very meh on, but I can't tell you what they are right now. If it is armored and has wings and has his face covered, chances are I'm going to be super on board with it. And I love this. I think this is great.
Next up, we have another patch of 4 figures: Stephanie Brown, Batgirl, No Man's Land, Batman, Monarch, and what I like to refer to as Disco Dick Nightwing.
Disco Dick, definitely better than Disco Duck.
Yeah.
It's like the perverted version of Disco Duck, I guess you could say.
First up, we have Stephanie Brown. Once spoiler, eventually became, Robin very briefly, and then found her spot as Batgirl. It's a really nice looking figure. I don't know if it's something I'd pre-order and add to my collection right away, but it's something that I'd be interested, I think, in getting.
Sure. No interest.
Next up, we have the No Man's Land Batman. You can see he's got a Batarang there. Looks like the utility belt is like a separate piece in that shot. And
I'm very intrigued by this because the cape is massive
and it looks really good.
And there is a sheen to it that I find very appealing.
Yeah.
So this is one of those ones where I'm going to have to see it in person in a box to make the ultimate decision. But I'm very interested in this. I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah.
Kind of digging it. To be determined.
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued.
Yeah. I'm intrigued as to why they decided to make Monarch an action figure. Because
what do you mean? It's gotta get okay. This is a very cool looking design. Let's be honest.
I've never Monarch was the villain for 0 Hour, right? And I love the 0 Hour story, but Monarch, I don't know. The look of Monarch's never really done it for me.
See, now I actually like this. I'm not on board to get it because it is a very minor villain, but I always like the design of Monarch, and I think this is pretty interesting. It is, let's be honest, very it's very Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's basically like Captain Atom / Hawk from Hawk and Dove was like, I need influence for my bad guy costume. Let's go with the Anti-Monitor. Yeah. It really is. It is the Shimu Anti-Monitor, if we're being totally honest here. But I like it. So this is one of those ones that if you see it at $10, Richie, get it for your boy Tupper. Because you can't argue with that price point. But yeah, it's not. I don't think it's on a lot of people's must-have lists. But I think it slaps. It's got a little slap. It's got a one-hand slap.
I'll give you a slap in the face with a Hulk hand.
It would be deserved.
It's true.
I am terrible.
Next up, Disco Dick Nightwing.
Disco Dick Nightwing.
One of his worst costumes ever. And
but so iconic, so 70s and early 80s. I mean, it's iconic, Richie. This is iconic.
Yes,
you're definitely getting this.
Iconically
you're
bad.
Definitely
I'm
getting
not
this.
getting this.
What?
This
is bullshit.
Not getting this.
No way. How could you not love this design?
I hate this Nightwing design.
Oh, great.
I
really?
respect that time period, but that is the worst costume Dick Grayson has ever put on.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with you, but it is so comics. This is like a comics defined look. Like when you think about outrageous comic book superhero outfits, Dick Grayson, Disco Dick, I feel like we need a clip of Disco Duck to play over every time we say Disco Dick. I feel like this is one of those things. It's so outrageous. It goes from terrible to awesome. I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm known for my predictions. I should have like a Karnak hat like Johnny Carson had. And I will say that if you see this at a great price, even though you hate this costume, you're going to get it. I know you. I know you.
I guarantee
I know you
you
hate this,
because
but I
despise
you'll
the
see it.
costume enough that you will find out that Richie was right. Oops, that's the wrong camera. There we go. I hit the wrong button. There we go.
What a surprise. This is my surprise face.
I was trying to go and hit a button because I added the Richie was right sound effect to my soundboard, I thought, but maybe it was the other soundboard.
I did catch a clip of our most recent episode as I'm trying to catch up, and I did notice that you did that. Well done. You, and by you, I mean the royal you, so Richie and the audience are welcome.
All right, where were we? We were on Monarch. Oh, no, Disco Dick. All right, next up, we have Sandman and Mr. Miracle. The Sandman figure, he's a really cool character from the JSA. Looks really cool. Not on my list to get. I like the JSA, but I'm not huge. I don't need to have a JSA set. So to speak.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway. The Sandman figure, yeah, like I said, looks really cool. Looks like the jacket is a molded piece, so which I'm glad because they could have really fucked up the figure if they did a
we know
vinyl.
how you feel about. We know how you feel about the vinyl.
Well, it's hit and miss, but
not a fan.
The vinyl capes, I'm okay with. The vinyl jackets haven't worked out very well yet. And then Mr. Miracle, him again, it looks like he has a vinyl cape, like a molded cape. I would have preferred the cape itself, like the long part of the cape, to be cloth, but the upper neck piece,
his cowl,
the
under cowl,
to be like
collar.
The molded, collar, the molded plastic as opposed to.
He got a pop collar. It lets you know that he's down to clown in 2004.
Mr. Miracle isn't on my must-have list, but he's on my. If I see it at a good price, I'll probably pick it up. So.
Mr. Miracle also popularity is going to be increasing in the coming years as him and Big Barda have an animated series that is coming out from DC Studios. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe. Oops. Maybe. I have no interest, but yeah, I think you're a solid maybe.
Next up, we have Cross-Eyed Superboy, Classic Wonder Woman, and Steve Trevor. I didn't notice the Superboy initially. We'll get to him because I put the Wonder Woman first in the piece. This Wonder Woman's very clunky looking.
I don't love the actual retro design. I mean, this is from her first appearance or first couple of appearances when she was first created by William Moulton Marston back in the 40s. I don't love the design. I never loved the design. I'm a much more of a fan of the eventual look that we all come to associate with Diana. There are people that are going to love this though, and they're going to want to pick it up. So good for them. But it's a no from me, dog.
The joints on it are very noticeable. Sometimes the joints can be like camouflaged in the design, but on this one, they're right there. Next up. We got looking at the Superboy. The face does not look good.
He got kicked in the nads.
Yeah.
That's his face.
The Superboy I got recently. Well, not recently, but within the last little while. I'll put on my screen second. He looks much better, and he's got the jacket. Whereas the other one, I would be interested to see if he comes with other heads, or if he has what accessory he has. This one for now, as like I was excited when I saw it announced, and that was kind of coupled with the fact that I was getting the Eradicator and the Cyborg Superman. As it stands, I much prefer the Superboy that I have. I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. I need to see more. I need to see what accessories it comes with, and I need to see that face. Hopefully they improve it.
It's true. Well, as we'll discuss later, though, Richie, sometimes the faces and
they can be
things we see
forgiven.
in
I've
these
forgiven faces before.
Well, also the promotional photos sometimes lack something that is present in person when you look at it. But we'll talk more about that later.
Next up, we have Steve Trevor in probably the most generic army-looking figure I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is Dullsville, baby.
Yeah,
this is Dullsville. I mean, if this was a 6-inch figure, I mean, you could put it in with the G.I. Joe line, and that would be cool. But as it stands, a 7-inch figure that just happens to be a military guy. I mean, unless you're big in the military guys.
And I think it's only really going to sell again to the classic Wonder Woman fans that are also going to pick up that classic Wonder Woman.
I'm surprised they didn't include this in the as a 2-pack. If they didn't make like the retro Diana and retro Steve and put them together, because I can't imagine you buying them like Wonder Woman. You might buy separately, but Trevor you'd get with the Wonder Woman and be like, okay, that makes sense. But on its own, like,
I think it's going to be another Penguin situation where you see 20 of them sitting on the shelf for $13.
Yeah, like it's kind of baffling that they would think that collectors would be excited about this, but maybe the print run or production run is really low for Steve. I don't know. I'm not over there at their head office, but it's a big old pile of blah as far as I'm concerned. Peg warmer. Yeah, future peg warmer, Steve Trevor.
Now this is the Nightfall Batman, right? Or is this another No Man's Land Batman?
I don't know. It's got the very Kelly Jones, the artist-esque long ears, and never a fan of those giant ass ears. You know, add in the vinyl cape. It's very all black. I mean,
yeah, and they gave us black background images for it too, like how to not showcase your figure.
It doesn't look great. It's a Batman figure that we haven't gotten before. There's not a whole lot of those giant ear Batman figures out there. And I do know that there are people that are huge fans of that run and that style. I am not one of them. It's just too boring.
To me, the long ears are hit and miss, depending on the style of the costume and depending on the context of the story as well.
Yeah, I mean, they do long ears with the Vampire Batman from time to time. And I think that can be kind of cool, but I think the long ears to me are stylized for that crazy stylized art that Kelly Jones is known for. And I think that if the figure had more of that kind of crazy artistic flair to it, that would make it interesting. Here, it just looks very unusual.
Yeah.
So not one I'm interested in.
No. You can use it to hold rings on.
Like his hands are stick out and you can put rings on
his ears.
Yeah, ring toss Batman.
Yeah. Now, for something that I will definitely have to get, but unfortunately it's going to be a McFarlane Toys Store exclusive. Now, I already got a Kingdom Come Superman earlier this year, which is awesome, and I love it. However, this is an awesome cover look, and it actually comes with you can see in the middle picture sort of, and on the right hand that it has like the blue steam effects coming off of him as well, and it looks fucking cool. And so it's probably going to be my first McFarlane Toy Store purchase. Yeah, so
we're gonna see how that goes.
Yeah.
What the process is for Richie on getting it directly from McFarlane Toys in their store. Yeah. I agree. It's nice looking. I wouldn't want it for my collection, but I think if you're a Superman fan, like you are, this is probably something you should have in your setup.
Yeah. Next up, we got a new company that I hadn't heard of before, but I was really impressed by this Superman movie look. It's called Fond Joy, and comes with its own little cool flight stand. And Crypto also comes with a separate in-motion crypto. Why don't they just fucking articulate animals like G.I. Joe does? But you can have an action pose for Crypto.
That's the answer. Richie, it's expensive. That's the answer. I don't know how Hasbro gets away with it, to be perfectly honest, but they do, and we're happy they do. Yeah, the cape's nice.
Yeah, the cape is really nice. Once you get... I think I have a closer look, but the likeness is really good as well on this figure. You can really see on the left-hand picture, but I might look into this figure just because it looks really good. I mean, I really like the we're gonna see soon the one that I picked up, but this one looks really good.
What's the price point on these guys?
I don't know. I've only seen that one post, and I didn't look further into that at the time. So, I
mean, it has Mafex vibes, and those figures are usually priced around $60 to $80. I feels like this is going to be a $60 to $80 toy, but Richie will get more information and let us know. Maybe.
Yeah, if the price is right.
More knowledge, more information is required. More research is needed in order for us to determine the actuality of this. So I guess let us know. Keep us looped.
That's right.
On what you find out.
Now we just got a little dabble of Marvel. They released a little
a little dribble of Marvel.
Some more Gamerverse thing. This comes from the Marvel Snap mobile game. This is Sauron.
Snap!
Savage Land Rogue, and not only did they also already are releasing a Shanna figure this year, but they're also putting her again in this gamer figure. She looks the same as the other Shanna figure, so they're just throwing her in there. Like, I don't know why you need two Shanna figures, but the Sauron looks fucking cool though. I
feel like this may be a situation where they're like, we printed too many of the Shauna the She-Devil figures. We need to offload some of these things. Let's throw her in a 3-pack with a Rogue from the Savage Land, which people are looking for, and an updated Sauron figure.
Like, look at that,
which people will definitely draw to. Sorry, I said Sauron. It's not Sauron. That's the bad guy from the Lord of the Rings. This is Sauron, as in soaring high in the sky. He can see twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. This is Reading Rainbow, Sauron.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to pick up that 3-pack because as much as I like the Sauron and the Rogue, I really don't need that Shauna.
This is 100% a case of, if this goes on discount and you can get 3 figures for under, I'd say, $50, but really around the $40 mark, this is an absolute must pick up.
Yeah.
If it's under $40, you're like, oh, I'll find a place for that. The price point is just too pretty to give up on. But at its stands, it's a big old no dice from this collector. But I do appreciate having a new Sauron figure. Yeah. So good job with that one.
Now we're moving on to some NECA figures, and this is actually a NECA San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, Surf's Up Chucky, which they're actually doing a pre-sale for today, tomorrow, and the next day. So for 3 days for all of their con exclusives, so that people that can't go get a chance to get the con exclusives that they're releasing, which I think is a great idea, which I wish more companies would do, and I know sometimes companies do. I did, in fact, go to the NECA store online this morning, and I have pre-ordered this figure through the NECA store, and it was really nice and easy and simple. So I love Chucky, and
no shit, Richie.
And
you have like 10 Chuckies already.
And like, look at that. That's just fucking hilarious. Chucky on the beach, just going along. Oh, look at the little cute Chucky wrapped in a beach towel just before he's gonna murder you. Chucky having so much fun on the beach with his surfboard. I bet you he's gonna go meet the
Summer
surfing
Chucky.
turtles.
Well, I mean, if you ever get that surfing turtle set up, that would be a perfect summer fun collection. Stuff you keep in a box until April, and then you're like,
I didn't
it's
realize it,
summertime.
but that wave is actually part of the accessory. That's cool. I didn't realize that
Yeah.
before. I thought that was just part of the image mock-up, but that makes it even better. Yeah, so I'm gonna have this coming my way eventually.
It's pretty clear because I mean we've covered a bunch of Chucky stuff on this show, and this show hasn't even been in existence for all that long. But I feel like in the time that we've been doing it, there's been like 8 Chucky figure releases.
There was the 6 Chucky, the blind box with the 6 different
Blind box
Chuckies,
ones.
which I still
Yeah.
haven't seen go up on GameStop or anything. It's still in the NECA store for pre-order, and it's releasing in Q3 2025. I'm tempted to order the blind box from them just because you can get a guaranteed 6 when you order from them, as opposed to trying to buy them retail. So
Yeah.
we'll see about that. But
It's a maybe for you, but yeah, like it's a definite buy, just a maybe on where you were buying.
And I can
it
tell you,
from.
though, there was also a 10% tariff surcharge on the order from NECA. So Trump's tariffs are hitting our fucking toys. But with
We knew they will. Jesus, take a breath, Richie. You're burping through the whole thing.
hiccups.
You're John Mulaney.
It was
through-
66.98 American, which worked out total with taxes, shipping, tariff surcharge, and just hold on. I'm just going into my app here to look at what the conversion was and how much I actually paid for it, which was
Like $90.
$93.84. So, but this one is, to me, it's worth it because it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which I would have never gotten anyway, if this opportunity hadn't been there. So, I don't mind paying the little bit extra, and it's I would have probably paid in store. This would have been released at probably about $60. So I'm paying a little bit more than I should for it, but
Yeah, you're paying essentially another action figure more
Yeah.
for it. It's like $30 extra. But again, it is not about the cost. It's about the what your justification is for it. You wanted it. You have the money. Why not?
now
Why
I can
not?
say I have a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure.
I think it's also unique enough that it kind of offsets. If it was just a generic Chucky that you have a bunch of other ones and you just say Kim's with a new hat,
Yeah.
then it's not that much of a
No.
value. But this is something you won't see in stores, something you can't get at, EB GameStop or Sunrise or Toys R Us. This is an exclusive product. So I think, there's some justification there. I'm giving it to you as justification. You don't have to.
I already
You don't have to
justified
play
it.
the game. Yeah.
The next one is NECA, but not a con exclusive. And I think this one is actually, if it's not out already, it is available for pre-order. And that's this cool looking samurai Predator, which comes from one of the Predator video games, if I am not mistaken. Because I don't think we've ever had a samurai Predator movie, but it looks really cool.
I mean, there is a sequence in the new Predator film on
Yes.
Disney Plus that includes a fight with samurai in feudal Japan, but this is not based on that. This
No.
is a separate design. It is pretty cool.
Is this something you're going to want?
I need a regular Predator figure first before I start getting into the extras.
You don't have any Predator? I thought you would have had a
I
Predator.
don't know. I so when I got back into collecting, I think it was just at a lull for what was available, and then by that point I was deep into the GI Joes and deep into the Marvel stuff that I wanted. And now, of course, they do have Predator figures out there. I've seen them. We've been to the stores. I've taken a look at them. NECA puts out some really great products. It's just, again, like one of those things. I would love to add a Predator figure to my collection. Predator from the original Predator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously. Mm-hmm. I'd be happy to have one of those. I'd love to have a Prey version as well, which they also have, which NECA has released. It's just like usually those figures are a little bit more pricey, and I have other things that I need. But I'm putting it out there into the universe. I'm original Predator from the 1986. 5. One of those years. Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator version, I'm into. Prey Predator, I'm into. I need to have one for my collection. I also need that alien Romulus xenomorph. I need to get that one as well. But yes, I have none. I'd love to have one. Make it happen, universe.
So, very quickly, we have more, but still a not great image of the Dalzim and M. Bison figures.
The name's right, Richie!
Yeah! Previously had, we only saw the fire effects for their different moves, but now we have a little bit of a look for how they're going to look as figures, and,
these are Jada Toys, I think, is the company that releases these. Looks pretty interesting. I've seen people are picking the Street Fighter stuff up from before from Jada Toys, and these are, I guess, repaints with more stuff added in. I think they might also be San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So, but they look really cool. I mean, it's hard to say anything bad about these guys. I love the accessories. They come with a crazy amount of accessories. And they're just nicely designed figures. So, yeah.
Now, the next ones I found odd, but Star Wars has done some other holiday figures before. Like Tupper and I saw the Holiday Stormtrooper at Toys R Us. But they're going to be releasing these Halloween-themed figures. I just wanted to show quickly. I have no interest in them. They're probably going to be stupidly priced. But here you have a Stormtrooper mummy. And a little bit of fall 2025. They're going to be Walmart exclusives.
Walmart's
in Canada and US, it says. And then you got this ghost figure. Look, the glow in the dark's kind of cool. I'll give it that. This one's going to be only at Target in the US, and then
RJ exclusive.
You have this witch-looking thing. So, I have zero interest in any of these, but I thought we'd show them just because, maybe somebody will like them. But we can.
I can't see through the detail the actual character.
I can't even tell. I'm not even sure who the character is. So,
is that Asajj Ventress? Maybe I don't know. Look, I don't want to yuck people's yums, but this is dumb. These are dumb, and if they were, if it was at a better price, then I think it has some niche appeal. But I mean, these are going to be $45 action figures, and they're super, super Halloween. It's dumb, and I can't believe they're doing more, which means they're going to get more of the Christmas ones. The Christmas ones I kind of get because you can have a Christmas display for Star Wars. And that is kind of okay. But again, they're so expensive. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is this, Hallmark? Look at that Christmas-themed Stormtrooper for $50. It just feels like a cash grab. And there are nerds out there that'll pay for this because it's Star Wars. I don't know. I hate it. Honestly, I hate the whole thing. Then the reason, I'll tell you, Richie, the reason I hate it is because every time I see those Star Wars Christmas ones, I'm like, I would pick that up. And they never go on sale. No. And they're never available at a great price. They're just there and expensive.
Even the Toys R Us that was closing that we went to that had it still had it for only $5 under its original price.
It's still but still $40. And I mean, there also, the thing that bothers me, I think the most is that one year they had a little Porg accessory that came with one. And my girlfriend loves Porgs. And I was like, oh, I'll get this and I'll give this to her for the Porg alone. Like I'll keep the figure and I'll wrap the little Porg and that'll be super cute. No, I couldn't find it anywhere after I saw it online, and it's like so people are snapping these things up. They're very, very exclusive, and they're really hard to find, and they're expensive, and they're dumb.
Yep.
It's a 3 strikes and you're out rule. So fuck this holiday Star Wars thing that Hasbro is doing. Not a fan. I don't like it. No more. I hope they don't sell them, and they just like, this was a dumb idea. It's so dumb. Like, it's so dumb.
It is. But no, it's not dumb.
I don't. Oh, God. It's dubstep time. Skrillex is rolling over in his grave, which is impressive because he's not dead yet.
Yes, it is that time. This is stuff that we didn't have time to throw in before Tupper went away, but it's a lot of good stuff. I'll start off with the first thing. Superman. From the movie Superman. This stuff originally had a release date of to be determined on GameStop, and then I saw them popping up on U.S. action figure groups, and then they showed up at Sunrise in Canada at my Sunrise, and then a week later, my GameStop had my figures. So this is the movie Superman. The likenesses, they did a really good job on the likeness, I think, for this figure.
Yeah. The likeness is very strong. It would look strong in the production photos, but your photos, I think, do a better job of making it look like David Cornsweat. It does look really nice.
I'm really enjoying this figure. Again, we've got the yellow on the cape. I'm glad that's a design that James Gunn included. And this is the Superman and Crypto figure. And here we go. We got Crypto, who has his own little cloth cape. I love how he has that ear up on the one side. Really accentuates the character that you see in the movie. And then Crypto's got his own little S on the cape too. But yeah, really happy with these figures. I've got yours sitting here as well because I did pre-order one for Tupper as well. So that's sitting here unopened next to me. These are the accessories that you get with it.
I like how you're like, it's unopened. And you're drawing, of course it is. It's like, I'm sad that there's a toy on my desk that is in a box that I haven't taken out of the box.
Yeah. There's a few of those right now because I haven't had a chance to open. But yeah, so here's the accessories. You get 3 different faces, and I gotta say, on the figure, you don't notice the face line at all on this one. It's
nice.
It's really well done. I really like the supervision eyes that's there, and you kind of see a closer look at them there, and I think it looks really cool. And I did that picture just for fun. I guess he's lying on the ground like in the trailer.
Yes, I get it.
I also got the Battle Damage Superman, who does not have a cloth cape, but it works better for this character because, and it's hard to tell in the pictures. I found no matter how many pictures I took, it was really hard to really detail the dirtiness of the figure. The
Christina Aguilera-esque.
Yeah, that's right.
Of the figure.
However, oops, that's not the right picture. That was supposed to be the hands, but so yeah, the hands, the dirtiness you can see really well. Hold on, I might be able to fix that in a second. Where am I? There we go.
Beauty. There's
go.
The hands.
There we go. Had to do it manually because my button was messed up. But yeah, the hands are all dirty, and you can see that soot on the face, and certain parts on the costume is really blackened, but it's just really hard to get a good photo of that. But I am really happy with the Superman figures so far. Previously, you guys saw I got the Superman robot. I'm holding out on Lex. Although the Lex and Kaiju does look really cute, because I do want to give Jen something to get me for my birthday, and I haven't picked up Ultraman yet because I kind of want to see that character more before I decide to pick up an action figure of it. So yeah, that's the Superman stuff so far, but another one that already arrived, and one that I had previously already picked up the Chase version from Sunrise for Tupper, is Hawk Girl. And his Chase version is also sitting out here unopened next to me. But the Hawk Girl is, even the non-Chase is really good. I love the wingspan.
It's very nice. It's very bold.
Very detailed. On the back there, and then I did one with her wings down, because they do move, so you can put them in different poses. So
detailing is really strong on those wings, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Very nice job by the sculptors over at McFarlane Toys. Well done.
And then we've got a few different hands for her, and of course her signature mace, which is awesome. Yeah, so I'm really happy with that figure. Vanessa, my daughter, was super jazzed to see me, because she's taking a liking to Hawk Girl, who she pronounces as Hot Girl sometimes, which is not wrong as well. Next up, one of the figures that I was waiting for ever since I saw it announced, and Tupper will attest to that, and that is the Red Lantern Guy Gardner, who immediately jumps into my top 5 lanterns. I would have to look at who would fall out because of that, but I chose the bloodied face to put on him for the photos, just because it looks...
It is a great pose, great face. Like, this is a very solid face look.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best ones they've done that I've seen in recent memory.
And the face lines, surprisingly, are not as noticeable on this figure as they are on the other guy. I think maybe because the face is a bit of a different shade and matches better with the rest of the head. Mm-hmm. But he's got his extra hands and faces there. One's a little bit smirky, and one's just kind of straight-faced. So, but yeah, they're basically just red-eyed versions of the accessories you got in the other one. To note, you don't have extra hair for him. You only have the modern look hair, because he didn't use his bowl cut when he was a Red Lantern. So
that's true.
They did not make extra hair for...
Also, and let's be honest, the bowl cut with the menacing red eyes probably wouldn't look that menacing.
Yeah, it doesn't look as bad. Now we're gonna go into, like, I put them in the wrong order, but I'll put up because I wanted to do one of the figures first, but just because I want to keep the order, I picked up the NECA Super Turtle, which I thought was pretty cool. All I know is it comes from Mirage Comics Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line number 5, where there is some sort of superpowered turtles. I got it just because of the crossover between superheroes and Ninja Turtles. These are the accessories that it comes with. Those are domoids, are those robots that are there.
They look like teeth with arms and legs.
Yeah, but when I picked it up, Amanda at GameStop was like, "Are those teeth?" And I'm like, "No, they're robots that look like teeth, though." And he comes with an extra head, 4 weapons, a camera, different hands, a manhole cover. I really like the face on the second head, which is the one that's currently on it, and that I have on him now, but not in that picture. And then
look at him, a solid member of the Colgate Cavity Patrol.
Now, the one thing I forgot to put in the picture, and I know Tupper will love this, is he also came with some weights. So I now have action figure weights.
The dumbest accessory for any toy.
Yeah.
A set of weights. I have now 3 sets of weights, which is more than the sets of weights that I have in the real world, as I do not do that.
Now, I originally, this one I went back for after I picked up the Shredder Dracula, because I was so impressed with this Shredder's Dracula figure, Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters crossover. Honestly, if you didn't say it was Shredder, you wouldn't know by that face there. But with the
So it's just like an
accessories,
armored Dracula
yeah,
figure is essentially it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks, and the cape is like silky and soft. It is so fucking cool, and it is shiny. The picture doesn't do it justice there, but it is very soft and shiny. I was like, ah.
I love the design. Again, it's a very wacky design, but I also feel like, yes, this is Shredder, but it's also just kind of a cool
Dracula.
samurai figure.
Yeah.
And it, I mean, obviously probably has some teeth to make it distinct.
This figure is what led me to, and here's all the accessories. He has different heads, candle, dead rats, a skull there. Here's the different heads that you get. So you get a more Dracula bat-looking one, plus a Shredder one. But this figure is what led me to very recently pre-order the Budo Samurai Joe figure I ordered for both Tupper and I, but because I thought he would look very cool with this figure. So yeah,
I am so excited, and I mean, obviously the Budo isn't coming out until like the
December.
late fall, so it's gonna be a while until we get that and put them together. But I love the fact, again, that this is, I was talking about this in a previous episode, I just love figures that are part of a line but don't look like they're part of that line, that can literally fit in any sort of situation that you determine they go in. They just have that look, and this is one of those ones that it has a really cool look.
Yeah.
It just is really distinct and interesting, and good, not good, great pickup.
Now,
Great.
onto a figure that I ordered for the ridiculous nostalgia alone, and that is the Emo Spider-Man 3 figure. So, the face looks kind of weird and murder doll-like, I find, but that's not what I got it for. I got it for the cool nostalgia. There he is with his spider head on. But I wanted to point out how cool the Venom effect is. And it's just a thing that you take the head off, slip on, pop back on. And it's kind of very versatile and how it works. Oops, that's not the one I want to show next. I wanted to show... I'll get back to it. But yeah, the different hands there. And I really like these hands because not only are they splayed, but the fingers are really bent well too, and like where he's like actually on his fingertips. Which
Right.
So I really liked that figure, and there we go. There's the Venom head by itself, which does look pretty cool.
So could you put that Venom head on any number of the other Spider figures and have it kind of look like Venom is infecting without there being anything else on the body? Yeah, see, I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love stuff you can port to other toys or other figures in the same line.
Makes it very versatile. Yeah, I could even put it on like a Wolverine to see a Wolverine being taken over by Venom. So
yeah.
Speaking of, the next one is a Venom, one that I pre-ordered, and when I pre-ordered it with them. I'm like, I'm not sure about this figure. I need to see it in person when it arrives. So it is very possible when it arrives that I'm not actually going to pick up this thing. They're like, that's cool, no worries. At this point, I don't think they have any problem with me at that GameStop.
I was gonna say, Richie, I feel like you're a member of the staff there at this point. They should put you on their payroll.
But the Gamerverse Venom, pictures do not do justice to how fucking large this thing is. It is huge and it is cool, and I'm so glad I got it. And it'll fit in with the other Spider-Man Gamerverse stuff that I got. It's got that's the drool look that's around the tongue. That's something that you can detach, so you can have the drool, the open tongue with or without the drool.
Nice.
And that's really cool. I showed this, and it's hard to tell in the picture again, but maybe it's the angle, but Venom is actually bigger than the Doomsday that I got.
And that Doomsday is in line to be comparable to the other 7-inch McFarlane figures.
Yeah.
So that Venom, what is that Venom, like 9 inches or something like that?
And then
huge,
he's got that
massive
Venom
He's a
Effects,
chunky boy.
Venom Effects extended hand, which I think is really cool, especially since it's not something that you just put over a hand. You actually pull the hand off, and this you plug into the arm. So
Okay, nice.
it's that alone, it makes it very worth it. And there's all the pieces, and he has a couple extra hands, of course, but there's all the pieces on their own. This is the one that made me realize I need fucking white paper behind shit when I was like, because my table's black, so I need to put something behind so you can see all this cool Venom stuff.
Yeah, this is I gotta say, it's a nice pickup. Good looking figure, chunky boy, big boy. I think it's nice to have those big boy Venom ones though, because they're dynamic.
Venom's a very versatile character in that he can be Spider-Man size or he can be Hulk size. So it's good to see other versions. Speaking of Hulks, I also got my Maximum Hulk very recently, and we're going to do a little review on that right now, as soon as I find the title card for it.
The title card and the music, it's going to happen. It's a review segment. Maximum Hulk. Wow. Again, 40 years this goddamn song goes on for. It's still going.
I think I might.
It's the Energizer Bunny.
Just make it longer. I think I'm gonna make it longer by a second and a half every time, just for you. We'll still be reviewing it, and the music will be going on.
Here's our review segment. The song is longer than the review. Only for you guys on YouTube. We love you that much.
Now,
okay, Richie. So before you start this, I got a chance to also have some time with this figure in hand. It's not mine. I didn't get one yet. So I have some stuff to add after you tell us about what your opinion is on the Maximum Hulk.
The other thing is, whatchamacallit? I just hit the wrong thing. Included what I'm calling the toy cam. So you guys can see the stuff that we're reviewing better instead of us holding up to the screen. I'm going to need to move my mic so it picks me up while I'm on the toy cam.
He did it. He remembered, and my mic is not affected because I'm remote.
So as you can see, the Hulk here is huge. The Venom's actually bigger than the Hulk. By the way, so on him right now, I have the hand effects, but one thing that I thought was very interesting is the very malleable chest piece that you have there.
That's right. Look at that boob action. Look at that great.
But it allows for a much better range of motion on the arms. Like, you can really get them.
Now, Hasbro has said that this is medical grade malleable plastic, so it should last the test of time. Only time will tell.
Now,
but having touched it in person,
I have a note because
it is high quality.
The first time I popped off a head to put on another head, I noticed, if you can, where is it? Right here on the edge. It's
a little piece.
There's a little piece, and it's not because I caught the head in it or anything. I pulled the head off, and it was like that. So, while it may be medical grade, mine does have a small tear in it. So that is my only critique of it overall, is that thing. And when I originally pulled this out of the box, I was a little trepidatious about this. And then I saw, and then I saw the range of motion, and I loved it. And then I took off the head, and I'm like, So, but the cool thing about these effects here is, you just pop off the hands and put the hands in them to put them on. So I thought.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I thought that was a really cool thing. The one thing I haven't mastered yet is attaching, because basically this is supposed to hold in by friction. So you have the
Yes.
the clap there. I haven't managed to do that successfully yet. I'm still playing with it. But I do think, and I'm gonna pop this off here, that the hands with like the grip hands, and you can put the missiles in it. It looks really cool as well when he's holding stuff. But I am like I knew as soon as I saw it that I'd want the figure, because at the time I didn't have any Hulks, and when I ordered this, then I found some other Hulks that I had wanted. But here's the missiles. Looks really cool. Him holding the different missiles like he's broken it. Ooh, actually, that one should go there. And then, but there's just so much you can do.
That's right.
With this figure.
Even on YouTube, we have to get the posing correct so it makes sense.
That's right.
It just won't. It's just not appropriate if we don't put it in the right hand. So,
and then
so
look at that classic head. Like,
bring up the. It's on him already. That growling head. Could put it
I'll
closer
show you
to the
this
camera for a
more
second.
modern head first.
That's the one that I like the most. Is that head. But when I first saw this figure, and Richie's going to show it as he brings it in, bringing it in real close, that head, I thought this was such a stupid-looking design, and I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the big teeth Dale Cowan or Mike Diodato Jr. look either. But this was the head. I was like, this is not worth getting this figure for. And then I saw the figure in person. And I looked at the face in person, and it is 1,000 times better in person than it is in any photograph. It is so much more detailed and has so much more depth and interest that it changed my whole opinion on this figure completely. It's a nice figure. It's really solidly made, and it is definitely for adult collectors. And I gotta say, I'm regretting not getting it, because having had it at hand, it's nice. He's again another chunky boy, but he is stable, and he's very well designed, and I kind of wish I got it.
If the Venom wasn't across the room right now on my other shelf, I would compare the two of them for you, just to show how big they are, like how much bigger the Venom is than that Hulk, and the Hulk is big to begin with. But yeah.
He's a big boy. Yeah.
He's a big boy. I was thinking of doing a quick unboxing at the end, because I also got a figure from the place that I ordered your Platinum Deadshot from that's waiting for you here. But instead, I'll save it for shit Richie bought next week. But I will show you what I did get, and that is the Page Puncher Deathstroke. Speaking of Deathstroke.
Yeah, there he is.
Now, the other things that we will be talking about next week, coming in yesterday for me, is this Miles Morales Spider-Man, which is super cool. This one had a to be determined release date, which was apparently yesterday, because I picked that up yesterday, the new 52 Superman. Again, wasn't super jazzed on the face, but I do want the figure itself, because Superman. We'll be looking at this next time, the Hal Jordan, the Mongol busted armor. I've seen some pictures. Apparently, I don't know if people did stuff to it, but apparently parts of it might glow in the dark. So I'll let you know on that.
Interesting.
One of the figures that I've been waiting for, the Eradicator. This wasn't set to come out till July, and I got it yesterday. So
you're into it now. It's happening now.
Yes. Speaking of another one happening now that we'll be going over next time, the Bizarro. And I tell you, that face, even Amanda, when she went to grab it, she was like, the face on this is just amazing. And that's in box.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the photos of that once you have it out of the package.
I'll be going over Jade as well. And shit, Richie bought last week. And
so much stuff.
This
Richie.
one I saw pop up on I saw pictures of this popping up, and it didn't go on pre-order. I didn't even see McFarlane post about it. But this Jokerized Dick Grayson Robin. And they,
Oh yeah, we've never seen photos of this before.
yeah, and I've seen stuff popping up in other groups, and like it's not even a McFarlane site. I looked, but there's Joker Eyes, and it's Dick Grayson Robin, and it's not dark multiverse or anything. It's just a dark. So I'm like, I'm just gonna snatch this up and take it right now. So it looks really cool. So, and I have another version of Dick Grayson. So
just to bookend our Maximum Hulk, what's your final rating on Maximum Hulk?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I may have given it more, but the tearing on that chest piece plastic is concerning for me. I think I may have gotten a dud, so to speak. Maybe one of the ones out of 1,000 that's had a defect on it, because there's no way me pulling off the head would have caused that tear, because you would have had to like pull it like that, and I'm very careful when I do shit with action figures, despite my big hands and normally bull-like composure. I'm very delicate with action figures.
I mean, I'm glad you said it and not me.
But yeah, 8.5. The accessories are awesome. The posability is phenomenal on this figure, I have to say.
So about the same as the Maximum Spidey.
Yeah.
It's I believe is the rating on that one. So yeah, like I said, I'm disappointed I didn't get one.
Yeah.
So if we find one, I might have to pick it up. But yeah, worth. I think it's mostly worth your time.
Yeah. So there you have it, folks. Quick preview of some of the stuff we're going to be looking at next week. Next week, just because I didn't even have time to open this shit yet because I was preparing this show. So.
That's right. Next week's just going to be all shit Richie bought this week.
That's right.
/ last week. And I'm sure there'll be even more shit that you get in the next 5 days.
Yeah, maybe.
So
who knows? Oh yeah, I have more stuff from our friend David Pym on the way as well. So
there you go.
There
you go. So stay tuned for that, toy fans. And I guess that's it for us. We will be back next week. Same toy time, same toy channel.
Which is
Love
YouTube.
You, YouTube.
Bye.
Peace out, homies. Tupac.
I know it's hard to remember.
I gotta stop doing that. That's Conan O'Brien's thing. I gotta find my own thing.
Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall now.
I'll think about it.